By and large, brotherhood is because in faith-based systems there is a concept of common parenthood. Since God is the father, is a common parenthood. Adam and Eve is a common parenthood. So we are all brothers. But even a reason, science-based, can you hear me? Even reason-based, increasingly, right from the theory of Darwin to the coming of the Pamperamas theory of the primordial soup in late 60s, which was the forerunner of the genetic code and the genetic blocks. We are increasingly converging to the idea that the entire living beings and of course the human beings come from the same evolutionary process and had a common hereditary base. Probably the Big Bang theory is also finding much more consonance in our conventional thoughts of belief, which our ancestors believed. So when we talk about Universal Brotherhood Day, thinking that it will bring an end to human conflicts, human suffering, human strife, you are operating on a presumption, and my problem is only about that presumption. The presumption is this, that the cause of this entire conflict is that we really do not know that you and I are brother. Had we known it, there would have been no problem. It is the crisis of knowledge about our commonality of our ancestry, our progeny, our being a part of the same human race, the Homo sapien, and by spreading the message of universal brotherhood, you would be able to meet this infirmity, and this infirmity, if met, will bring peace, prosperity, and development. It may be right. Probably as a logical thought, it looks very correct. That after all, probably we think that if we are one, then our interests are one. We say together, we sing together. What is good in this organic cosmos about one species, about one thing, is good for all. If there is an environmental degradation, it isn't that a particular country or a particular race or a particular caste is going to be affected. The whole humanity is going to suffer that. I think logically it looks very wise. And that is my problem, that most of us formulate our views more on the basis of what looks as a very logical deductive reasoning and less on the empirical data. More of the bloodshed in this world has been amongst the people who have known them best rather than among the strangers. The problem is not that the people did not know that they are brothers, or even if they knew, it was less of the problem. When Kauravas and Pandavas were fighting with each other, none of them on either side were in any doubt that we are the same grandfather. Even the God who were intervening in between knew that, and not only knew that, but when Arjun said that, well, this is a universal brotherhood, it's not even universal, it's a family brotherhood. Why should I fight the God? Tells him you must fight. It is when Jesus Christ was crucified. It is not that the Jews did not know that he is not only the part of the same king, but the 42nd descendant of Abraham in the genealogy of that table. But they crucified him. They did not crucify somebody from remote south of Sahara or something that they did not know, who they did not perceive as one amongst them. The entire Islamic history is full of, it's a history of fratricide. It's a history of power and dominance. So, is it that the real problem is that the message of universal brotherhood has not traveled sufficiently? And that is the cause for our strife. Because it may not happen that after a lot of your hard work, another 10 years, 20 years, 200 years, when you found that everyone has been given the message, has been educated about it, and the world has still become the worst place to live. It may still be that there will be the people, there will be the brothers, but still be killing each other. Let us identify the real problem. This is not a problem of non-acceptance of universal brotherhood. People challenging the concept of universal brotherhood, either in their belief systems, in their faith systems, or even scientifically. It is not that in the scientific community there is a big debate and discourse and a conflict going on. Some people telling that the Indians came from Mars and people from Pakistan came from Venus and something like that, and that's why they are fighting. That is not the fight about. Probably we are all proud of the Indus Valley civilization. We are all proud of our civilizations that extended, which is now in Afghanistan and this thing. Think of it. Most likely their progeny today are the people there who are all Talibans. Their brotherhood with us is no less. But it stays. The brotherhood of Mahabharata was no less. But then Kauravas had to be fought. Brotherhood is not sufficient. There is something beyond if the fratricide has got to be avoided. And I consider it a fratricide because we believe in brotherhood. Since there is a universal brotherhood, then if any country is killing anyone, or if any terrorist is killing any other, or if any country is this thing, then it's a fratricide. And the fratricide is taking place because, or it takes place because there are extraneous, vicious pollutants which affect the mindset of generations and people. They change in different times, in different geographies, in different contexts, in different histories, but they remain there. The problem lies that universal brotherhood is sublime, it is universal. But it will never be able to become a reality as long as those factors which vitiate it, they continue to remain. We have to go deeper into that. What is there that vitiates it? In our very broad definition of word dharma, we call it that when the dharma, the path of righteousness, is challenged by few, is challenged by anyone, conflict is inevitable. It does not matter whether he is your brother or he is your twin or he is distant. Unless the evil is fought and vanquished, the peace, the tranquility, the development that we are all talking about will not come. I'll give you an example. There's a big project about making the Ganges water pure. Ganges water is pure. It can never be purified. What has to stop is the pollutants getting mixed with that. You have to stop the pollutants getting into the Ganges. Ganges is always pure. Universal brotherhood is always there. But universal brotherhood is vitiated by extraneous circumstances. You have got to stop, fight, kill, conquer them. If you succeed, universal brotherhood will prevail. If you fail, the planet will continue to suffer from the suffering, from the pain, from the conflicts and everything that follows. It is not the need of the hour will not be so much taking the message of